cup of tea from you.
My brutally honest advice for someone who wants to get in shape. That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. But first, if you're new to the channel, you might be wondering who I am, why you should listen to me. And I like to start most of my videos off just really quick, telling you guys a little bit about myself. And basically, I used to be someone who was extremely skinny, socially anxious, depressed, lost, no routine, no purpose, no discipline. And I've completely 180 to where I'm the opposite of that now. I'm disciplined. I wake up, right now it's about 4:30, 5 in the morning, which we're a little behind schedule. But I've basically changed my life through fitness and routine and discipline. And through that journey, what I noticed is myself, like I would spin my wheels a lot. I would jump from program to program. I would get minimal results. I was frustrated because I was listening to so many different people. And throughout my journey, I started to discover like fitness really isn't complicated. Like when you really boil all this down, like right now I train 3 days a week, and I was doing the math on it. I'm like, if you take all the hours in a week, I probably train 2% of that time. So what I'm getting at is I went from this person who was lost, skinny, unconfident to now, proud of the body that I've built, and I help people do this every day. I'm an online coach. Also have a workout program that does all this step by step. But if you're new here and you're looking for more routine focused content, discipline focused content, and just simple training, if you just want to get, jacked for everyday life, you're not trying to be a massive bodybuilder, you just want to look better at the beach in everyday clothes, that's what my content is about. But in today's video, we're talking about just the honest truth for someone who wants to get in shape, skipping all the fluff, skipping all the BS. I know that was kind of a long intro, but sometimes that's important before you invest 20, 30 minutes or however long this video is. But, I was talking to my girl last night, just thinking through what I was going to talk about today. And the message of my channel has always just been simplicity. And when I started out making YouTube content, I got really burnt out on making like videos on workout programs and the tactics and all these other things. And I'm like, that's why I was always inconsistent with YouTube. Then I started like coaching more people, and it became really, really clear to me. It's like, people don't need more information. Like right now with ChatGPT, with Google, like, I don't know if you guys know this or if you've used ChatGPT, but you literally have like an expert at your fingertips. So if you wanted, for example, if you wanted to make a workout program or you wanted the world's best workout program, you could literally go to ChatGPT and say, act like you are the #1 fitness expert and you've compiled all the research together, you've done all these studies, like give me the best workout program to build muscle. It would spit that out for you. The problem is it's not the knowledge. Like most of you guys know what to do. Most of you guys have watched tons of other videos probably on fitness, and now you're coming to this one because you've either held on to belly fat for too long and you're wondering why, you still have that, or you're a skinny guy wanting to put on muscle. Like you're watching this video because you're curious and you feel like you need more information. You really don't, man. Because like I said, I spend less than 2% of my time in the gym, and I would say I'm above average when it comes to aesthetics and muscle. But it's not the knowledge and information piece. Like that matters a little bit, but it's not something you need to obsess over. What you need to obsess over is your routine, your discipline, your consistency. And that's kind of the direction of where my channel is going. So like I just talked about, it's like you have ChatGPT, you can get all that information. You need to think about why you're actually not going to the gym. Why do you start and stop? Why do you want this goal and then you start it for a little bit and then you fall off or you're not consistent? It's like, that's what we have to dive into. But before I get into a long rant, like I said, I'm a little bit behind schedule. I'm going to finish my pre-workout. Me and the girl are going to go hit a chest workout or a push workout. And then what I'll do is I'll just do like an edit over that workout, and then I'll talk to you guys after this. But I'm going to be giving you guys straightforward, implementable advice that you can take, and hopefully it'll change your life because it changed mine.
You are, it seems, a man of many skills. A rare combination.
there's hope for me. Pray I start to good, I guess we'll see. I cannot deny it. All my life I've been riding. All this mud, all this blood, doing dirty things. Nobody ever prayed for me. Yeah, bet I'll be stacking up these bills, cause I'm a man of many skills. I got that tunnel vision till I get the house up in the hills, and then we roll deep. No, they ain't gonna hold me. Wake up in the morning, they be knocking at my door, coming from my garden, cause they wanna keep me poor. But I got more. I got But I got more. I got more love. I got more love. Hey, you know you feel it all. Fill my cup with sweet honey. Yeah, you know you steer me up with sweet honey. Every little thing you do keeps my heart in time. And even your smile gets into my rhymes. When I was a lonely boy in my darkest time.
Okay, I'm gonna have to make this pretty quick, but I'm gonna try to dive deep into this talk only because it rained and mosquitoes in Florida are awful. And I tend to get ate up whenever I'm outside. Like, I can be with 5 different people and nobody's getting bit, but for me, for whatever reason, they just attack me. So what I wanted to dive in with this video is, I guess, my philosophy on fitness and going deeper than the tactical stuff or the, what rep range should you do, what exercise selection, what workout program. I take a different approach, man, because for years and years, like I talked about earlier in the video, I was so unmotivated to make content because I'm just like, man, you just go to the gym 3 days a week, you pick up some heavy weight, do it in a moderate rep range, get stronger over time, do specific exercises for aesthetics, eat the right food, recover, repeat. Like, it's not complicated. But then I started thinking, I'm like, what do I actually enjoy? Like, it's the routine. It's the disciplined act of waking up early, getting in the gym, getting your win for the day. And it's like so many people are just walking around unmotivated, lazy, overweight, sluggish, brain fog. Like, guys, we were meant to be strong. We were meant to be fit. We were meant to be thriving every single day. Like, think back hundreds of years ago. Like, if you weren't in shape, man, you wouldn't survive. Like, so what I'm trying to do with my content, and, I don't have a script right now. This is all kind of free flowing in my brain, so I might kind of be a little bit, sporadic. But I want to think, or want you guys to think deep on, you have this goal, you've been wanting to get fit, you're watching all this content, you still have the belly fat you've been wanting to get rid of for the last 10 years. Every summer, every time you're like going on a trip, getting ready for the beach, you want to be in shape. It's like, why aren't you? Like, the knowledge is there. ChatGPT is literally like a robotic assistant that you can ask anything. It's like, why aren't you fit? My theory and my belief on this is because you're just not motivated. You are comfortable. And the reason I think most people are comfortable and lacking motivation nowadays to do hard things or challenging things or finding enjoyment out of challenging things is because of your dopamine. So if you think about yesterday or your last week, it's like, did you play video games? Did you watch Netflix? Did you snack on a bunch of highly processed foods? Did you do a bunch of high dopamine activities? Did you watch porn? Did you do all these different things that are literally frying your brain? Because when you think about training, it's like, you got to have willpower to want to get up in the morning early, get to the gym, and hit a hard workout. Your brain craves the dopamine. So what it's going to say is, it's like, what's the path of least resistance? It's like, oh, it's probably the porn. It's probably the junk food. It's probably the video games. It's probably the Netflix. It's probably the staying up late scrolling. All of that stuff is destroying your brain. So if you can learn to go through like a dopamine detox or deprive yourself of dopamine, whether that's, getting off the games, getting off of your phone, getting out in nature and just sitting there, being with your thoughts. That's my dog about to eat me up. She's like, what are you doing? Oh, just like take a break, man. Like get off your phone. And I guarantee you, if you actually start to track your time, you'll notice yourself, or you actually start paying attention to this, you're going to notice yourself like throughout the day with me, being a YouTuber and having different, things I'm going after. I'm always checking notifications. Like I'm checking on like my course sales. I'm checking on leads for my coaching program. Like I'm just constantly always just like dopamine. But I've broken the addiction with like social media. So like I rarely get on Instagram. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have Snapchat, all this social media. It's like people ask me like, Eric, how do you wake up so early? How do you get up and get after it? It's like, dude, because my body is craving purpose, is craving a mission, is craving drive. And you're never going to crave that stuff if you're just exhausting all of your energy and just releasing all of your energy to like dumb shit. So for me, that's what changed my life. Like what I'm trying to say is more than likely you are comfortable. It's like there's some days you wake up, you go look in the mirror and you're like, dude, I want to make a change. I want to change this. Or, you're eating the wrong food and you're like, I'm just sick of it. I want to change it. But it's like, why don't you ever change? It's because you're comfortable most of the time. It's like every couple of days you're semi-uncomfortable. You want to change. And then you go back to the video games. You go back to the high dopamine activities. It's like you have to deprive yourself. And it's going to suck. It's going to be hard. You're going to be sitting there in your brain with a lot of thoughts flowing. And it's like you'll realize how addicted you are. And so the brutally honest advice to getting in the best shape is you just get in the gym 3 to 4 days a week. Do some main compound movements. Do some accessory movements after. So you're getting a moderate amount of volume. Lift weights heavier over time, reps over time. Eat real nutrient-dense whole foods. It's like I've talked about all this in my channel. It's like go back through my videos. It's all simple. But the missing piece to all of this is your discipline. It's your routine. It's your motivation. So think about yourself in the future, 3 years, 5 years from now. Maybe it's been 10 years since you've like hated the way you've looked, hated the amount of belly fat you had, hated how skinny you were. It's like, what is going to change that, man? It's like, think 3 to 5 years from now and you're in a worse spot. You're older. You're more miserable. If you actually think about that, it is going to scare you into taking action. It's going to scare you to quit scrolling, quit wasting time, get on your mission, quit the BS job that you're working, like go all in on your purpose. The only way you're going to be able to do that though is having your anti-vision. So think about where you're running away from. So that's what changed my life was like, if I keep starting and stopping YouTube, if I keep starting and stopping online coaching, I'll never reach my dream of doing this full time. And then I thought about working a 9 to 5 the rest of my life, which is like the bane of my existence. And now it's given me purpose. But the thing is, I used to reflect on that same exact thing about being like, dude, 5 years from now, if I don't change, like it's going to be harder to get, to this point and, build my dream. But then I'd go back to playing video games 8 hours a day. Then I'd go back to wasting my time. Then I would get all these other hobbies and I was avoiding doing the hard work. So in order to change your life, in order to finally get in shape, create your anti-vision, create where you're running away from. Once you have that, create your positive vision. So literally visualize yourself with the 6-pack. You have muscles, kill your limiting beliefs, the self-doubt, because it is possible if you just do the right actions every day, the daily actions, the routine. Just because you're fat right now or you're super skinny doesn't mean you can't build muscle. I'm proof of it. I've done it. Many other people that I coach have done it as well. So it's just daily actions. So you have your anti-vision, where you're running away from. You create your positive vision of where you're running to. So when you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like going to the gym, you don't feel like doing this, reflect. First thing I do nearly every single morning, look at my computer and read my goals. That way I remember when I wake up, I'm really tired right now. I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like working out, but this is why I'm doing it, because you get one life. One life. You could die today. Don't settle of being super skinny and super fat and sluggish and stale in your life, man. Get up, get after it, have purpose. You get one freaking life, dude.